So, you know, how do they say it from the mouths of babes and sucklings? 85, we're glad you're still alive. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, funny, that's the recurrent tape that I have been hearing, even without the hearing aids. But, you know, part of still being here, apart from inexplicable grace, is such a family and such a youthful, exuberant young wife, still gorgeous after 49 years of wear and tear, and awesome daughters, and what glorious grandchildren, all of them. Not to speak of all of you here so lovingly assembled. It really touches my heart, genuinely. A word of clarification, because you know I'm always a little bit involved with solar, lunar time cycles and calendars. I mean, those are really our controlling rhythms, aren't they? So it turns out that this particular Sabbath in the Hebrew lunar calendar is the Sabbath closest to my solar birthday of 8th of August. In 1928, this phase of the moon was the time that I was born, and 72 years ago, I celebrated my bar mitzvah on this very date. Wow. So I thought the distortion of my birthday, because some people have to go to Hungary and some people just moved and there's blah, blah, blah. Wrong. I mean, our destinies are more deeply guided than we often realize. And as I was reading the Torah portion for today, there was one bit of a verse that suddenly touched me in a way that I can assure you it passed me by unnoticed back at the ripened age of 13. And there is a phrase that begins, V'yadata im levavecha, and you shall know with your heart. Now, if you check King James, if you check the 1917 Jewish Publication Society, they don't translate it quite so literally, and neither does the new JPS, and neither does the Revised Standard, but listen to that phrase, and you shall know im levavecha. You shall know with your heart. And I realize that increasingly, as I have the privilege of being with so many of you, that yes, we used to chart where we were with the the help of the mind, and the mind is invaluable. Yeah, we used to see with the eyes, blessed beacons of navigation, but increasingly we know with the heart. And that knowing is so precious. It's a kind of distillation, the essential essence of what we have known, perceived, seen, felt. And to be present and experience that, and experience with all of you that knowing with the heart is just inexpressibly precious. Last night, someone asked, so any words of wisdom that, at 85? And I'm thinking, boy, I am thinking, if I did Apple or iPad or iPhone or whatever, there is probably an app called Wisdom. But, listen, I'm a retrogressive force, you realize that. And I guess Job 28 still has asked the question that not even Google has managed to answer. Wisdom, where is it to be found? Deep understanding, where is its locale? And I haven't yet seen notice of an app that will flip up wisdom so that if a chance fellow diner asks you, listen, the painful news is that you can depend with the passage of time on the passage of years. With the passage of time, you cannot depend on accumulation of wisdom. It's not automatic. But I did manage to share one thought, and with this I'll conclude, because I hear the stopwatch clicking, and it's appropriate. And I was using my sundial, and in cloudy weather, it's always green. Go ahead. But they conjured the sun, and now I see. Oh, it's time to go. So, once upon a time, when I was young, the received unwisdom was that there was a perfectly predictable, easily charted, inverse ratio of memory and anticipation determined by aging. So, you're young, this is anticipation, this is memory. And then as you move along, memory gets larger, anticipation shrinks, and by the time, 10 years ago, it's all past. Now, apart from the youthening effect of people like Mary and Tamar and Naomi, and many of you, all of you really, apart from that, we have been blessed with constant renewal of anticipation. I won't go down the whole list, but, and the memories are precious. But what is so startling to me, and something for which I am so grateful, is the way in which the Gendler Grapevine project, and oh my, what a work of dedication, of selflessness, of generosity, and of incredible intelligence. It's a brilliant project. But I am realizing that the special gift of family and former students and those of you who have spent so much time on this is that perforce, even if I didn't want it, the future, anticipation, goals yet to be realized are ever more prominent in my life. The Tibetan education project with the exiled community in India, that has been rich, continues to be. And now the Gendler Grapevine, that startling infusion of futurity, that leavens, that spices the warm, rich, beautiful memories of so many decades of engaged activity, and enjoyable sloth and idleness. And so I wanted to say that often I feel blessed every morning when we wake up here. We have a mutual consultation and ask one another, literally, do you wake or do we dream? But this wakeful dream that we live is so enhanced by your loving presence and by this supreme birthday gift that what I did want to say was take heart. There's no avoiding aging. As a matter of fact, oh my God, welcome it. But aging can carry with it a certain admixture of youthfulness, and for the ways in which all of you have contributed and do contribute to that part of my existence. Deepest thanks, im levavi, with and from the heart.